Hello.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with?
The top banana.
He does look like a banana.
I love it. No, it's me, Oberon.
And hey, maybe his
Who are you?
something's mushy like a banana.
That was a horrible innuendo if it was intended to be.
No!
She's
No.
Banshee since she didn't want to introduce herself. And I'm Oberon wearing this really stylish, wonderful cap that Fiber Magic made for me.
Fiber Magic, what an
Thank
amazing... Oh, what do we do with those small little things?
They're around somewhere.
Oh well, she gave us some little freebies as well. So
Yes.
adorable. You look so good, Mr. O.
Why, thank you.
Yellow is your new black.
I don't have a lot of yellow in my collection.
All right. Well, anyway, hey, welcome to the show. We're going to get going because I know we sometimes will get a bunch of people at the last minute. It looks pretty doable right now. Thursdays are like that sometimes. So you pick the right night to come, people. All right. So I am going to use not a new deck per se, but a new deck for me. The Oracle of the Unicorns. It's a beautiful little deck.
It is, and we came across it at our last reading last Saturday at Riverview.
Yeah,
one of the other readers was using it.
There was a medium there, and she vouched for this deck. And I looked it over. I saw some of the samples on Amazon and said to myself, why don't I have this deck? I looked at her cards actually for a few, but she had a client and had to go.
Somehow something did get moved,
Oh,
but I have fixed it. I knew it was moved.
I don't know how.
Like I said, somehow. I didn't blame you.
Okay.
That's after the show.
I'm going to let you pick one out, and it is red upright, Mr. O.
All right.
All right. Cut them. And show the back of the card, too. They're so beautiful. All right. I know they're new, so...
I
what you got?
actually have two.
Oh, well, all right.
Right. So that is the back. Yeah, that wasn't too pleasant picking that. And the card is Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. So it's sort of like several points of interest or reading.
Yes, and so the unicorn is calling you to embark on an adventure. Explore the world or enjoy new experiences. Maybe you dream of moving to another state or country, or to start afresh in a new landscape, like a new job, right, Christine? I saw your question there. Perhaps you are feeling bored and stifled, and know there's more to life than the rut you have been stuck in. Whether you fly to the other side of the world, move to a new city, or simply get away for a weekend, it's time to go on a journey. Release the belief that you need lots of money up front before you can even start thinking about this. Ask the unicorns for help to bring in all of the resources and opportunities required to make your travel dream a reality. Start researching your dream locations or homes now, if you already have the funds, time, and resources to support you. Believe anything is possible. You never know, you might come across a house-sitting opportunity, a house swap, or an out-of-the-box answer to your travel dreams. Give yourself permission to hold a big vision and enjoy the process of manifesting your journey. And you know, they speak a lot about new home, new landscape, new environment, travel. But, you know, adventures could be lots of different things, you know.
Absolutely.
Hey, work can be an adventure, you know, depending on what you do.
Did I tell you what happened today?
Oh, no.
I'm not going to.
Work can sometimes be crazy
but
adventures.
I will have to tell you later.
So, you know, enjoy the journey. It's time for a new adventure.
Indeed.
And that's what we have for the collective. Good luck with
And
that.
Sunny's here for a new adventure. Hi,
This is a beautiful deck, Christine. I think you ought to try to check it out. It's really nice. Whew. Anyway, it came out, I guess, in 2017, but was reissued in, this printing is 2021. So, all right. I have another Oracle deck here that's new. The Shadow and Light Oracle, if anybody just wants an Oracle reading later. But other than that, let's get on with it.
All right.
And I think we have Moon and Stars. Moon and Stars, welcome. You are
welcome.
first.
And I didn't get a chance to list our cards. I was running late, so I just kind of slopped through the reels. But I am using most of the Pride LBGQT decks that I was using the other day. And I've thrown in a couple of other ones too, notably the Deviant Moon Tarot and my new to me Tarot of Haunted Houses, or something like that, the Haunted House Tarot.
So Moon and Stars, you can go ahead and type your question, or if you just want a general reading.
Right, just let us know, Moon and Stars.
That would be fine.
And yeah, he is a pretty guy.
This is our unofficial TFT therapy cat, Sunny. He is always on set most of the time,
Hi,
3/4
Ariana.
of the time. Hey, Ariana, good to see you. Get you on the list.
Sunman, you have fans out there. They adore you. And guess what? We coordinate really well on the camera.
Well, what'll it be, Moon and Stars? Would you like a general reading? I don't know what.
Yeah, we either need to know if we're doing a general reading for you or a specific question.
Let's give a moment. I want to
It could
remind.
be a, timing.
I want to remind everybody that we're doing another episode. You may have seen it in our promos there of the Unhappy Hour.
Yes.
It will premiere as a video. It's just a video at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, where you can find out how to heal some things that might be hurting or upsetting you right now.
All right, so here's our question.
What's your financial situation for next month? Okay.
And thank
Mr.
you.
O is ready with his decks. And I'll get the Lenormand. I'm also using the Herb and Plant Lenormand today.
And I'm going to use the Uncommon Tarot, which is uncommonly deceptive in terms of reading the little tiny print or deciding for sure what the card number or suit is.
And you're welcome, Moon and Stars.
But I struggle.
You do struggle.
We all do.
Life is a struggle, mister.
All right, here it comes.
All right.
So, what is your financial situation for the next month? Okay, so the World, and it's reversed. The Six of Coins, which is reversed. And the Eight of Wands, which is upright.
And here.
We have an anchor from the Lenormand. And is that birds?
Yep.
The birds. Well, I don't know if it's for the birds. The World reversed, the Six of Coins reversed, and the Eight of Wands upright.
Well, okay, so your finances for the next month. You know, it seems as though there's a little bit more of a cash flow problem. in this next month. Maybe you've been having one already, so it might not be new to you, but it just seems as though there's a cash flow problem. More money is going out than is really coming in at this time for you. So you just got to be very, very careful on how you're going to balance your books. I feel here too with the world reversed, if you're trying to increase, money or resources right now, like for example, if you're looking for a new job or a promotion of some sort, or maybe to generate new business, it may be a little bit slow going. There's still some work to be done here, and maybe that's why, you might be spending more than you would like because you're not making what you thought you would. The Eight of Wands is at the end of this here upright though, and I just can't help but wonder if that's indicating a transition will happen, a change for the better. Things are going to start moving and flowing again, and I don't know how you feel about that card, Mr. O, but I don't know, for some reason I don't feel those negative cards or those reversed cards are influencing that.
Well, when I look at the world reversed, I actually get the feeling, moon and stars, that maybe somebody owes you money. Maybe something's not finished, a transaction, and you're waiting for some return. If it's not money owed, it's some sort of thing you're waiting to be completed that maybe would be better. But the overall problem is, as Banshee says, there seems to be a cash flow problem, though it looks like maybe somewhere within the month it is transitioning, but I'm not still so sure that it's necessarily transitioning to much better. It could just be saying that the direction even could be moving in the same way. I think it's not necessarily true, because normally the Eight of Wands would be finding the target you need to find and moving towards it. So let's look at it that way.
That's a good point. And maybe the whole thing, Moon and Stars, is that you're going to need to be laser focused on, trying to resolve what's wrong. Keep your focus and your energy on this, and you will be able to turn the situation around. It may be involved, it may involve talking or networking with others in some way here. I feel that, financial security or stability can happen if you keep lines of communication open and if you talk to people. So I don't know if you're trying to get a loan, or if you're trying to, erase some debt, or if you're trying for a new job, or just to stabilize your finances. You may need some help from others with that, like a financial advisor, or to talk to people who might be able to steer you in the right direction.
All right, and real quickly, yes, Libra, it's okay to post, and you saw me nod my head. And Fire Spawn,
yes,
we will add you to the list, of course. And thank you, Angel Mary. So when I look at that birds and the Leonard and the anchor, I'm wondering if it's a sense of saying that maybe when I'm looking at the world now, I'm thinking like maybe you went solo somehow, or you sort of, veered off from maybe a team or network. And I think this is saying maybe you should stick with the network, or if you have an opportunity to work with people who are assisting, communicating, networking things for helping with financial, definitely do that. Stick with that.
And that's what we have for you. I hope that made some sense, and thank you for coming today. But that's what we see for your month ahead, according to the tarot right now. Good luck with that.
Okay.
All right, we are on Acel, I believe.
And Acel has asked, what kind of person were you in the eyes of an Alabek? How did he see me when we were in a relationship? Okay, that's a good question. How do you want to do that?
I'll just 3 cards, I think.
Okay.
I'll get my
your
cards.
3
Yep.
cards. You're welcome, Moon and Stars. You're welcome. I'm glad it makes sense.
Okay. You're very welcome. first card is the Eight of Cups reversed.
Eight of Cups reversed.
Second card is the Magician reversed.
Magician reversed.
Oh, the third card, I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles upright.
Upright. Knight of Pentacles upright. All right, and then in Lenormand, dang, that anchor is back.
Oh.
It may not mean the same thing. And also, it's the lady,
Yeah.
which is the inquirer, whether male or female, possibly. Okay. So,
Okay.
how are you seeing? Ooh, it's telling, I guess. How are you seeing in Albeck's eyes? Eight of Cups reversed could be sensing that he felt there was no movement in a direction he was looking at or wanting to go, or that he felt there was something not quite in another direction he might have gone. What is that one again? The Magician reversed. I feel that he didn't have necessarily a great impression at all times. Like I said, with that Eight of Cups, that sort of indicated that maybe he didn't see a way of moving forward that he wanted, or a part of a path that he wanted. The Magician could be sensing that maybe, and this could be a paradox considering how things have gone, but that he felt that there were certain qualities lacking, or that he didn't see in you: creativity, willpower, getting it done thing, cleverness, and these are things that maybe he didn't see, or this is how you may have appeared to him at times. And then finally, with the Knight of Coins, it's possible that maybe he was expecting a different sense of movement too from you, that maybe he thought things would move in a quicker direction, or would have a different sense of bringing growth with it.
It's kind of a odd combination of cards here, but not
It
completely. Is. I really, to some extent, feel Albeck felt you had a warm, caring personality who was all about, I don't know, that really looked at things with with a level-headed mind, And I feel here with the Magician, reversed, maybe he felt that, and this is about you. See, I keep thinking this is about him, but it's not. It's about what he thinks of you. Although I wonder here if maybe what I'm picking up with the Magician reversed is that he felt that he was being deceptive to you in some way, that he was tricking you in some way. And I just feel that with the Eight of Cups here reversed, it kind of indicates to me that Albeck felt that maybe the two of you were on different paths. I'm not sure why I'm thinking that, but the Eight of Cups reversed is a funny card, and it's kind of like, and so I'm trying to figure it out. It's about taking a journey or not taking a journey. And in this case, I'm wondering here if the problem with that card and what I'm feeling is what Albeck was thinking is that we're on different journeys, You want to go one way, and I want to go another way. And I just feel that's maybe, he was looking at you, he thought well of you, but he felt that maybe he was fooling you in some way because he really knew all along that he wanted something else.
Well, the question was asked to indicate what kind of person was Assel in the eyes of Albeck.
Exactly.
So are you saying then a person to be fooled?
No, what I'm saying...
Because that's how they appear, a person to be fooled.
I understand the question, and the way I answered it was that I think Albeck looked at you, Assel, as a person who he liked a lot with that page, with that Knight of Pentacles there. He felt you were very practical. He felt you were very caring and conscientious. But he felt, he was fooling you, and that's how I'm answering it. He felt good about who you were, but he felt he was fooling you, and that he really felt about you that you were on a certain path. Okay, that's about a cell and what he was thinking of a cell, and he's on a different path.
I guess it was confusing because I thought it wasn't about what he felt. It was about how she looked to him.
In his eyes, and that's it.
Okay, that's fine. Let's move on. I wasn't understanding it, and now I understand a little better.
Okay. So we have the woman there and the anchor. And that to me is another thing I'm wondering here, is that was he feeling like he was being stuck in place with you? He wasn't getting what he really wanted or desired in life. I don't, and when I say these things, Asal, I would just say this. Don't take it personally. I mean, he just wanted other things. And, perhaps he wasn't upfront about it like he should have been, but...
Right, when I look at those, this is rather telling in the sense of how you appeared to him, is that maybe he felt you anchored him to something, you kept him with something that he didn't feel he wanted to be with.
Which doesn't that kind of fit in with the Eight of Cups reversed?
Yeah, I never argued about that. It was what you said about the magician.
No, I know. The magician I have to admit, I had to think about that one a little bit.
Okay. Well, I think we came to the right conclusions here.
So I think here too, the other thing about the anchor in that might be saying, maybe at one time, I'm not going to rule this out, maybe there was at one time a thought that he could settle down with you, because the anchor can be about that too.
Yeah. But
he just felt there was something else he wanted, and that's what I see. Oh, he told you that you don't want a relationship. Wow, that's interesting. I don't see that there. I don't see that there. And I'm sure you don't feel that way. But sometimes people say things to, what's the word, Mr. O? Rationalize their decisions. So, and take some of the blame and pressure off of them.
Okay, next 6 weeks takes us almost to the end of July. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot for Mr. Maurice. So,
hi, Mr. M.
What does the card see in general? And
next
hi,
6 weeks.
And welcome.
Okay. Oh boy, you guys on the East Coast and the air quality, huh? Hey, we've been getting some of it here. My eyes were kind of burning today, and I've got asthma, so
today you could definitely smell a burnt smell in the air.
I'm keeping my emergency inhaler on me. I got a new one from my doctor even because I was out of date with my other one. So good luck to everybody breathing the bad air. We've still got a few days of it ahead apparently. And they acted like even if it clears up for a few days, this may not be over yet. So, because as the winds shift again, it could come back. I bet it is there too, yeah. New York, Pennsylvania.
All right. First card is the Four of Swords upright. And then it is Death reversed, Major Arcana 13.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit of both ways, eh?
Well.
And then we have the Eight of Wands upright.
What? Now it's both ways. Because really the Four of Swords and Death reversed are pretty much the same.
And Mr. the Lenormand?
I didn't do it yet. But
I know.
There's a good question I have here, Mr. M. did we not have similar cards for you recently? This seems very familiar to
Yeah, I thought
me.
there was like a push-pull effect going on.
No, it was something about taking time off, relaxing, enjoying things.
Well,
I think you had the
yeah.
Four of Wands maybe, but I could have sworn you had the Four of Swords. Just seems to ring a bell.
Well, I thought there was something about a possible event, family event or some sort of event you might have been going to.
Wow, Estelle, that's interesting. I don't know what to say. I just think, oh, look what came up again.
All right, so here is the woman or inquirer, and here is,
That's the tree.
it's the tree. Looks like a tree man. Dig it. I'll let you go first because I've been going first.
Well, this is general for the next 6 weeks, so some of this might be a little bit not connected. And I feel here the Four of Swords is here in the next 6 weeks. You might need to schedule in a little bit of downtime. The Four of Swords kind of could indicate too that maybe it could be forced on you. You might have a slight illness. There might be a reason to step back from activities for a while you recoup your energy. So, keep that in mind. It could be just... I don't think the Four of Swords, depending on cards around it, is very earth-shaking. But I do have to say that Death Reversed is next to that, too. And Death Reversed is about stagnation or nothing happening. So, these next 4 weeks, or 6 weeks, so it's 6 weeks, right? Sorry. The next 6 weeks looks to be kind of... like not a lot is going to change. And maybe it's because you're deliberately not making some changes that you need to make. You're avoiding it, possibly, or there may be other reasons for that. But again, it's almost like with the reading we had, it looks as though with the Eight of Wands here, you will finally come around to focusing your energy on something, maybe these changes that you need to make, that you have to.
I'm getting a different picture here, and I'm actually wondering for Swords and Death Reversed is if maybe there's a minor health situation, not like necessarily a surgery thing, but something that makes you kind of do a timeout for yourself, and that maybe there's literally a period where you're kind of biting at the champ because you can't really do anything because you're dealing with your recovery of whatever this is. But when you come through it within the 6 weeks, it's kind of like full speed ahead, getting back on track, the eight of Wands. So it's sort of like following a flow, like maybe saying, I need to rest or I need to address this situation, which will require rest. There's going to be really a stagnant period for the other aspects of my life. But once I'm healed or once I'm back in the men, I'm moving forward. The tree does seem to be talking about health a little bit. I know I jumped ahead just now.
Well, because I was just going to say something about that Eight of Swords there.
That's
or
Wands.
Eight of Wands. Mr. M, the Eight of Wands indicates that, when I look at those two cards, like Mr. O said, we're both talking the same language so far as like maybe a little six spell goes. You took the change card a little bit differently, and that's fine. Because what I think the Eight of Wands also indicates to me is whatever you are going through is definitely temporary, because the Eight of Wands is all about having a lot of energy. And I think you're going to get your energy back, and I think you are going to get things moving again.
Right, so I don't necessarily know for sure, but I wonder if you could be having a procedure of any sort that might say you'll need to have X amount of time for rest, which would be kind of mandatory. But at any rate, I do feel that this is saying really you taking care of your health really calling to you and saying it's time to do this thing. So maybe something you're aware of you may actually be planning for.
I could also say that maybe you will be receiving some help from a You know, it could be a female, it could be a male healthcare practitioner that will get you on track. Whether, let's say, you know, and be careful too of little injuries at this time. You know, I was just listening on the news tonight on how many injuries they're seeing this summer, sports and other things. So just be aware of that as well, because, you know, that can be a setback. And so, you know, that could be a physical therapist, that could be some other healthcare advisor just getting you on track.
All right. Well, thank you for some of that feedback, Mr. M, and hopefully it won't stop you from coming to the show, whatever's going on.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's what we have for you. It seems like it's definitely a health vibe this time, Mr. M. So just pay attention, you know.
But like we both say, it's probably nothing really serious.
No, with the 8 of Wands thereafter,
No.
I think it means it's going to move swiftly, you know. So it'll be okay.
All right. You're very welcome.
You're welcome, Mr. M.
And going to remind everybody that tomorrow is the Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges. It's my 3 cards for the elemental signs of the zodiac. What is coming towards you emotionally speaking? Why is that important? And where is it leading to? Topping it off with a nice little affirmation for each of the elemental signs. What more could you want? It's on at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning or whenever you go to the YouTube channel afterwards.
It goes through waves, you know, the air, Ariana. It's just like, you know, because there are certain times of the day where it cleared up and then it comes back again. It's just like, you know, it depends on the air currents, I guess, and how they're being carried. But yeah.
All right. So who
we're waiting for Angel Mary.
Okay. Angel Mary wrote a question earlier. I saw it.
Did they?
Yeah, I saw it earlier. Hold on. And you know who stepped away. Is it appropriate for me to continue working on the consulting app project?
The consulting app project?
Yeah, APP.
Okay, okay.
Gotta do 3 cards on that?
Yes. Unless you want to do yes, no, but let's do 3 cards.
Sure. So what deck you gonna use?
I'm thinking here.
You just wanted to make sure I got the question right.
That was not it at all. I forgot part of it and I didn't want to ask you again. Just for the
That's
record.
kind of like the same difference to
No,
me.
it's not. I wasn't
To
checking
me-
on you.
To me, it's the same difference.
Wow. Somebody's
Wow,
touched me
indeed.
today again.
I'm dirt.
Everybody walk on the eggshells.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I barely heard the word app because my ears are ringing.
That's why I spelled it
tonight.
for you. That's why I spelled it for you. I just
And
didn't know
sadly,
that
my
either.
ears are not ringing because of intuition stuff. It's my health issues. It causes ringing in the ears. All right. Let's see what we have. Well, we have another reversal. Seems to be the day for reversals. We have Strength reversed. Then we got the beautiful World card upright. This is my Dragon's Tarot, by the way. And then we have the Five of Pentacles upright.
They are pretty. So, breaking away from the anchor, we have the bouquet, right?
Indeed.
And
The anchor again?
not breaking away from the anchor, we have the anchor.
Okay. Well, this is interesting, Angel Mary. There's definitely a push-pull here. You know, there's something with the World card. There's something to be said for finishing what you start. Okay? So you're wondering if it's worthwhile to continue this or should you keep pursuing this. The World is about that, you know, and it says finish it or keep working on it. But, you know, when I see the Five of Pentacles there, I feel like, number one, You may not be getting all the credit, recognition, or financial things you had hoped for from this if you were expecting that. So, number 2, it just seems to me that, what?
I'm just waiting.
Because I'm looking at strength now.
I know.
I didn't tackle strength reversed. And I'm thinking that with that, Angel Mary, it just seems as though what you do, maybe you just need to, if things aren't working out there, maybe you just need to do the most subtle, easiest things possible. In other words, don't break too much of sweat. Finish what you started, but don't expect a lot to come out of this, I feel, except some joy at maybe getting it done. Maybe what the anchor is saying in the bouquet here is that, you'll just be happy when it's over.
Well, when you ask the question that way, I almost wonder if you're getting feedback that suggests it's not appropriate for you to finish that. So I'm not really sure what to say there, but I do feel that this World Universe card kind of is in the center there, and it's kind of pulling us towards the idea of the push or pulls on either side there. The idea that maybe if you really want to do that, you'll have to be a little bit more aggressive about saying, yes, I want to finish this. You'll have to do that.
Yeah.
But then the other side, of course, is the idea that maybe somebody might want to push you aside or encircle you away from that. And of course, displacement in the workforce due to gender or similar reasons is, of course, a very real thing.
Well, Banshee blundered. You got me.
Okay.
You got me. So, I was reading strength like it was upright and not reversed. And so I think I get now what's going on here a little bit more. You need to aggressively, as he said, finish this. Just get your part of this done. And I just still feel what I said at the end. Don't feel like there's a lot to get out of this necessarily. And you may feel like like I said, like you're not being as included by others as you need to be. You're working with people. And I'm going to stick with what I said here as well. Okay. I just think, maybe there'll be some reward for you, but it's not going to live up to what you had hoped for.
When you consider the self-implications of the Five of Pentacles, really about dealing with yourself here, then that's what that's saying too, is that the reward you feel will be mostly what you give yourself, what you are willing to put on yourself and hold you in place to this, that it's not going to be as important as what others may say about this. It's important about what it will make you feel.
And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Hi, Violet Ann.
Yep, it's good to see you. I waved at you, Violet Ann. Good to see you. We got you on the list. And Violet has Libra. Yes, Libra is next. Hi, Libra.
Hi, Libra. Libra asked their question too already, I believe. So I'm going to just pop around to find it. What are MJB's true feelings for Libra?
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to use, first time ever on the show, it's my Haunted House Tarot by Los Scarabeo.
I thought you used it on Sunday's show.
Did I?
Yep.
Okay, maybe I did.
So it's the second time use.
Well, it's not listed on the card thing, though.
Oh, what did you use it for?
I think I theorized using it, and I ended up not using it.
Maybe you put it back for some reason? I remember you using it. Okay.
I took it also to our other show, I think, and I didn't use it there.
No, you didn't use it there.
But I did take it there.
You used it on a show. All right. MJB's true feelings. Got it.
And
hi,
Lady T. Toko. Hello.
We'll add you on the list.
All right. So, MJB's true feelings for Libra. First card. It's the 7. I had to count it to make sure because it didn't have any picture. The 7 of Wands, and it's upright. So it's happening. Nine of Swords reversed.
That's good. Oh, it's upright.
I'm sorry, it is upright.
Okay.
It is upright. I am sorry. And Queen of Swords, which is upright.
Interesting stuff. I have... Oh, boy.
In that order?
Yep. The
So
key.
then the key showed up.
And, darn it,
The mice. And they're at the root.
oh,
Wow.
that's an interesting thing. Well, let's take a look here. We have the Seven of Wands upright.
No, it's 8.
Oh, it's the 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The Eight of Wands upright. Well, okay, so is their true feelings for you? Well, it's very interesting here. It seems as though they have a lot of worries and anxieties connected with you. I don't know why I feel that. That Nine of Swords might be the reason. Maybe they're worried about how you feel about them. I think that's what I'm getting here.
That you could be in judgment of them.
The Queen of Swords, right. Maybe they are having a hard time reading you right now. Maybe you're kind of putting your poker face on, Libra, or whatever, but they're not really feeling, they're a little bit concerned. So what does this mean? The Eight of Wands here, do you think this means that maybe they feel that things are moving too fast? Or
I don't know that it's moving too fast,
else?
but it is moving towards the target that they perceive, so maybe if that's you, if some sort of sense of a relationship, an intersectionality, an agreement of some sort, they feel they are moving for it. Maybe they feel they are moving fast because they want to avoid you having time to think more
about this. Wow, that's an interesting one.
So maybe they are rushing things a little bit because mostly they feel that the longer you think about it or the more you analyze it, maybe you may be judgmental. This card doesn't really look like you as judgmental person. It looks like fair person who's making a fair judgment.
It's true.
So that's what I want you to think about that.
That's true.
If this is called into question, you're probably the best one to make the judgment of what's going on here.
Yeah, they're anxious about a decision you're going to make because also they know maybe they feel too that, they can't pull anything past you, That Queen of Swords is a sharp cookie.
So let's look at the mice and the key, Banshee.
Well, I would also say here, again, the mice tie right directly into that Nine of Swords, Libra, because the mice is all about stress, little things, and anxiety. Maybe this person just allows little things to get them upset. I don't know if this rings true to you, but that's what it sounds like to me here. So the key is to understand here that this person has a lot of anxieties right now about the relationship and where it's heading. And if it's moving in the right direction, if they're doing the right things, that I think is what may be going on here.
Well, I can't really say anything better than what she just said, but I do think that the key being metal kind of aligns itself with the sword, that whole kind of iron principle there. And so I think it's just important that the qualities of will, whether it has to come from you, whether it has to come from him, whether it has to come from you guys synergizing, needs to be present in your work towards this expression. And that's what we have for you.
So we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that. Christine, you wanted to know about a job this summer and what it might be?
Hey, Christine.
I think, if I remember right. I'm going to use the mermaid deck. I brought the mermaid deck back out.
And remind everybody, happy hour will be finally back to its normal time, 10 a.m.
Yay.
Saturday. It's not going to be later in the day. It's not going to be preempted totally. It's going to be 10 a.m. Saturday morning, Eastern Standard Time.
But
But indeed,
You're working.
I'm working, so
So
it will
there's
be.
very little overtime for happy hour.
So it's making it up. When I get off of work after 5 p.m., I'll rush back home and we'll be ready for the unhappy hour, which we do attend live. It's a live premiere, but it is the recording of the video takes place a day or so before that. Tomorrow.
Hey, you're very welcome, Christine.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, no, I gotta cut here. Is in my card
Okay, can you
cutting
rephrase the
space.
question for me, Banshee?
It's basically about she feels something might be coming this summer, a job. What do we think it will be? What it will
There
be
it
like?
is. I see it. Thank you.
Well, Ten of Swords is reversed, right?
Yeah, that's reversed.
The Knight of Pentacles is upright. The Six of Cups is upright as well. This is interesting to me. I'm getting a feeling here, but go ahead. What do you got? Ooh.
Okay,
The
there's
cross?
the cross. Oops. And the moon.
Wow. Well, this is kind of interesting. It's rare we come up with an actual job area, but let's see what we get here. The Ten of Swords reversed almost seems like, some type of healing work in a way. Let me just say that off the top of my head. Or maybe dealing with people who, may require, some support of some sort. Let's move on because I think this is interesting to me. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Is that the Knight, right?
Yes.
The Knight of Pentacles again has shown up. And, I'd like to think that maybe this is indicating that, this could have something to do with a profession helping people either, number one, in financial need, looking at the first card and the second card, or looking at maybe helping people with their studies or in an educational environment in some way. Now, mind you, I don't know what you're looking at getting into, but the bottom line is education could cover a lot of different things. Maybe you're training people on some job or career. Maybe you're training students, or maybe you're tutoring students, or working in a library or in an educational environment where these kinds of things are being done. So I can really paint a broad brush with this one. And I just want to add before I let you go and we tackle that later, is that with that Six of Cups, that's where I'm getting the child aspect from a little bit before, a bit. But I will say this, Christine, that maybe besides that, this maybe is indicating it might be something you've done before.
Yes, it's
Bingo.
possibly something you've done before. Maybe you really felt you weren't going to do it again. You felt like you had sort of crossed that bridge and it was gone. So whether you're being drawn back into that or whether that opportunity is coming to you because somehow it's fate or somehow it's just a sense of circumstance. Somebody realized you could do this, and you're realizing you can. The Knight of Pentacles says that maybe you want to approach this with a sense of growth here. That maybe, however it might have worked out in the past to make you feel like you don't want to go there, you feel like you could resolve this by saying, "I am growing. I am able to at least work at this." And so clearly I think that Six of Cups too does make you feel that when you really can look at it a little bit, there were mixed feelings, but maybe there was something better about it than how it may have ended or how you may have decided you didn't want to do that again. I know, that's kind of crazy.
So truly, I can't totally pin it down here. I would really say though it's leaning towards, I feel, maybe educating or, being in that kind of environment.
And I think it's something health related, but maybe
And I
more,
was going to add emotional health related.
yeah, I was going to say the soft sciences, sociological, psychological.
Because when you look at the moon and the cross together, one could almost say maybe, you're going to be employed in an area that deals with people who are suffering from loss or grief. I could see that too. So I don't know. Hey, there's things like working for crisis lines, mental health lines, etc. So there's things like that could tie into this as well.
The cross is more about things that cause sorrow or grief. She could probably say it better.
Yes, Christine. It can be about burdens, long-term burdens. Okay. And so when you're speaking of autism, right there, I kind of thought this could be like counseling of some sort or mental health. So it's interesting that you used to be a preschool teacher for special, because the funny thing was, I was going to say special children. But, I don't know. So think about it. But it does seem like it's maybe pointing to something you've done before.
Right. And maybe it is more people interactive regardless.
And hey, if you find a job anywhere else, like I said, in a library, working with children there, or special programming, there's a variety of ways you could take this.
Yeah, that's true too, right? I was looking at a job earlier in the year that was sort of like an assistant to a children's librarian, because I couldn't be a librarian. So think out of the box a little bit.
Good luck with that. You'll have to keep us posted.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Alrighty.
And we are on title, I believe.
Hey, Tidal Wave.
Yep, hi, title. Thank you.
And I will also mention that we are back Sunday afternoon, 2 to 4 p.m. for our regular show.
Oh,
You're
thank
very
you,
welcome,
Christine.
Christine.
Appreciate you. I've been spending less time on social media lately. I'm just going in spurts. I'm working on a couple of private projects right now, but I'm going to try to spend a little more time tomorrow, although we're pretty busy. We got a training session tomorrow. What else do we have going? We got 2 videos to film.
Yeah. I have to work on Saturday. Too busy. Oh, and I have so much follow-up to do. I'm supposed to follow up with somebody from the Chamber of Commerce in the local area.
That's right. And I have to make a mammogram appointment. Oops. Oh. Forgot that again today.
So I am going to use, for no particular reason, the Pride Tarot. Mm-hmm. It's a collaborative tarot, and we're just using it for this reading. No
All right,
other
title. Let's see what we get.
Thing going on. It's a pretty deck, though. It's collaborative, so it has different art in it. What do I need to know about finances?
Let's see what's up there.
So there's a reversed 3 of Cups. The reversed High Priestess. That one's very light drawing. And then the 2 of Swords.
Upright?
Yes.
Figures. So let's see. You got the 3 of Cups reversed there, and what?
The High Priestess reversed.
Seems like this is a really tough time right now, title, still with finances. Yeah. Are you between jobs? Let me throw this at Mr. O while we're at it.
Okay, so that's the heart,
yep,
right?
That is correct. We had that discussion. You remembered.
I did. And that's the sickle, or the scythe.
So it's an interesting deck, but let's look at this here. I would just have to say, title, what you need to know about your finances right now is there's nothing really to celebrate. It seems like you might be having a hard time, like either, trying to find work. I don't know if you've got a job that you're happy with, or, connecting right with the people there, or networking, or trying to get finances together. Let's see. The High Priestess reverse to me sort of says, things just are hard for you to figure out right now. Even on an intuitive level, it just seems as though you're having problems, trying to figure out what to do next. And that's where the Two of Swords comes in. The Two of Swords is here and saying, all right, you really got to sit back and think about this more, what you're going to do about your financial situation and what's the best course of action to take. But you can't sit there forever with those two swords balanced. You're going to have to make a move eventually. And, that's where I'm going to leave it to Mr. O.
Well, the strong feeling I'm getting from the High Priestess reversed, and it's a pretty card, but it's very delicately drawn, so it's hard to get to show up right in the camera, and I wanted you to see that because it's very pretty. But I think what the High Priestess reversed is saying is that to some degree you're feeling, or the situation may be forcing you to go where you don't really feel your talents would be of best use. It's something you could do. It probably would be okay, but it's really not what you want to do.
You're getting that from the High Priestess? I just want to know. No, okay, because I have something later. Okay.
And yes, Banshee's right. We're not going to be throwing a party soon. We're not going to be going out and buying the extra stuff we want to buy. It sort of feels like right now is a better time to not necessarily be as extravagant. And there's a sense here, too, that you don't have anyone you can really commiserate with, that you're just sort of in a sense of isolation right now. It's not like you don't have friends, but right now this is something you can't really share as well as you'd like. And so it does sort of leave us with the idea of the Two of Swords there, that you need to kind of break out of the rut. It could be that you're very prepared to do what you have to, even taking a job you don't want, but you're just having some problem really visualizing yourself or really pushing yourself forward there. What?
Well, the High Priestess ties in directly with what I was going to say over here, title, with what Mr. O had suggested. I see the heart here and I see the psyche, and I'm thinking to myself here, you're going to have to kind of cut back on that dream, that ideal dream job just a bit. You may have to cut your losses and accept whatever
right.
you can, even if it's not exactly what you're looking for. I kind of feel that here. There's the heart, there's the knife, and it's saying that maybe this is, like Mr. O said, something might come your way. It may not be exactly what you are looking for, and maybe that's why you're hesitant, here, but you're going to have to probably settle for now. Just, look at this as a stage, a stepping stone to something better later.
Right. I mean, these readings are only good for, a few weeks or longer at the most, usually, unless we look at the question that way. But I do feel that in the immediate sense, things may get better if you can find this opportunity and see yourself to it.
Yeah, so I wish you luck.
Good luck, Tidal.
Hope something happens soon. It just seems a little, like it's still not totally gelling together.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make some hard choices and decisions.
Right, there's nothing that really talks about what these opportunities are or what the trends are. It's just sort of a sense of where it's ultimately going to go.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
All right, we're on Ariana.
All right. You're welcome. And don't forget to watch my show, The Goth Tarot, Wednesdays at 8 a.m.
Oh, no.
Dig into the shadow side.
Well,
I tend to think it's the nature of the internet. It's so different for us. You could write a letter and wait weeks for the letter to come back, or you could, do a phone call on a regular phone, the long ago ancient phone
ghosting is a real thing, though, and
it is.
It's a sure easy way to just people not accept responsibility, and just cut things off like they should if they really want to do that. I mean, I don't even understand this idea of ghosting job, people that you apply for jobs for. You should, back in my day, we would say, no, I'm sorry, I decided not to take this job. I have a better offer, or whatever the case may be. It's just the right thing to do. Why are people like this?
So how do we want to handle the question?
3 cards.
Of course you can get on the list. Thanks for asking. And we've just finished our first hour, so we'll be on for about another hour.
All right, just a minute. All right. Well, we're just blazing through the list, so it's not a problem to add people.
Absolutely.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I shuffled, I cut. We have the 8 of Swords upright.
8 of Swords is upright.
Oh my goodness. We have the 5 of Swords upright. Now I get the upright cards, and I don't want them. But here's another 5, and this one's reversed. The 5 of Wands reversed.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And
You've got some fun there.
is that the birds?
Yes.
And it looks like the bird's over here. That's so funny. And the cross. All right.
Ah, boy, life in the modern world is tough for daters, really. Oh my gosh, the 8 of Swords upright. It's kind of like maybe you're going through this because you need to learn. You seem very assertive to me, frankly, Ariana. I mean, I get that off of you, but in some ways, maybe you just are going through this because you really need to.
No, it's the 5 of Wands. Over here, that one. They asked.
Oh, yeah, it's the 5 of Wands. Sorry. 5 of Swords and then 5 of Wands reversed. But we're on the 8 of Swords here, I think, because the 8 of Swords is kind of important. It's as if, maybe you're going through this and it's stifling to you. It's really stifling to you, You feel kind of trapped with all of this, unknowing which way you can go or how to escape. I'm sort of going with that now because I really feel there isn't much to learn from this situation. It seems as though it gets you very angry, and rightfully so. But maybe this is also for you to be able to stand up for yourself and decide what you're gonna not take anymore. The 5 of Wands indicates that, what? You definitely don't need people who do that to you. And unfortunately, we're going to keep encountering them. They're just always out there. And that's what I feel here. It seems like a lot of problems are coming from socializing. Maybe it's the places you're meeting people, or, whether it's in virtual environments or, in the everyday world that's not working for you. You're attracting, in that regard, maybe the wrong type of person or individual. I'm just speculating here because of what I see with the cross. And it seems like, unless you change up something, this is going to be ongoing. Unless you find a way out of this trap and you can leave this kind of stuff behind, it's going to be kind of ongoing.
Well, it's interesting, Ariana, that you mention protection, because when the person is in the circle of swords, they may be being protected or possibly protected against their will, because you have to remember that sometimes we think that 8 of Swords is an illusion that persons feel that they're either entrapped or protected or freed, depending on the orientation of the card. So this could be saying that a lot of this is your own sense of perception, that you feel these things here, but I think it's a way that you try to protect your heart from the hurt you feel from those situations. And I feel that maybe the Five of Swords suggests you should just draw a little bit of a sterner edge here. You know, it's like,
Yep, that's a tough talk card.
the saying is all's fair in love and war. And so sometimes it's better to just say, I don't care about you, B word. And just move on. And so, of course, you know, you have to be able to be at peace with yourself for doing that. You know, so this is saying that maybe learning that harder edge might take a little bit here, but some of it may come through the friction of this kind of situation. When I look at the Five of Wands reversed, I sort of see a frictious kind of atmosphere of people that are not exactly fighting, but there's a bit of, you know, divisiveness going on there.
So if you're seeing 555 a lot, that's like there's some changes that need to take place. And,
Interesting.
you know, changes can be rough. And maybe it is saying it's time to change this up. Mr. O brought up a very important aspect of the Eight of Swords here, in that, you know, it's kind of like there is a way out. There is a way out. And it may be the way, what I have suggested is where and how you are meeting people, you know, that may have a big part of it, or there must be something else. And that needs to change. And I think that Five of Wands here reversed indicates you do want out of this, you know, you don't want to keep playing this game. I like what Mr. O also said about the Five of Swords, you know, while we're at it here, because the Five of Swords is a card of conflict. And, you know, and like I said, I feel this whole situation gets you angry for sure. But also maybe he's right in that, you know, you just got to not put up with this. I don't think you do, but I think you've got to draw a firmer line and boundary and really try to examine the people. Maybe even, you know, keep an open mind when you meet someone like this. It's like, okay, they may stay, they may go. I have no control over what they're going to do, but I have to respond better to it, you know? And I think, again, put yourself in situations where you might meet people who maybe are a little bit better than that. You know, if it's like bar dating scene, or if it's like, you know, internet, you know, you get what you get sometimes there. So...
Right. To me, I didn't really say anything here, but to me, these two cards seem to indicate that there's going to just be more grief or more sadness involved with people you might network that way. That maybe this is just saying, take a little time off from that, or try a different tack, try something different.
Yes.
That's not exactly that. Try a different platform, something.
And I almost think that is what the Five of Wands is saying too. You got to do something different. You got to break the cycle somehow.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Well, it's working. Okay, I get that, and I understand
Sure.
that could be a concern. But, you know, sometimes you might have to shake it up a bit and try something different. You know, it may take you out of your comfort zone. It may be a little less convenient, but it may bring better results, you know.
And it may be that there's nothing really to learn or any lessons for you here other than the fact that, you know, in another generation, a popular singer said, "Love is a battlefield."
And I'll take those. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. We're on Fire Spawn. Hey, Fire Spawn.
Hi,
Welcome.
Fire Spawn. You're welcome, of course. Always. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome, Ariona. We're going to be on a tight ship on Sunday. Violet will be glad to hear this.
Oh, yeah, because, and I got to verify to make sure, but I believe we're starting a half an hour early Sunday. We're going to start at 1:30 instead of 2 p.m., and we're going to end at 3:30. We may have a little time.
Or 3:45, but
Right.
we've got to be totally done.
Yeah, I have another Zoom meeting that I have to go to within that hour, so we just want to clear out a little bit earlier. So it'll be posted. 1:30 to 3:30 will be our hours for this Sunday only. Hi, Fire Spawn. Ah, interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to use my Uncommon Tarot for that one. because it's an uncommon question, perhaps. So is Sam manifesting you? Yeah, we'll try to get more reminders out there.
Should have mentioned it to you earlier today, but my head was scattered a lot today. Thankfully, this is the first day of quiet in days around here. No roof repair noises. That was nice.
Yes.
But I couldn't open my doors and windows because of the darn bad air. Which is kind of disappointing.
When I got picked up from work, the air smelled so smoky. I mean, it didn't look that bad, but it was smoky. You could smell it in the air. It smelled like fall used to smell when people burned leaves around here or something. All right, so we are on Firespawn, who has asked whether we can find out if Sam is manifesting them. If there is, in fact, some sort of spiritual connection going on. Okay, so the first card...
Looks like the...
7.
7? Oh, it's probably the 7.
Yeah, it is the 7, right, because he's waiting there. It's so dark, too.
Yeah, some of them are...
It's the 7 of coins.
Colored darkly.
It has a real Renaissanceian painting look about it. They need to brighten it up. Okay, but then we have the reversed Knight of Swords. And then we have the Fool, which is called the Wanderer. But the Fool is reversed.
Gee.
I know.
Well, I got some interesting things here. Speaking of manifesting.
Okay, it's the Bear. And the Sun. Nice. Well, it's a possible mixed bag here. I don't know.
It's really a huge mixed bag here. So I don't know if they are manifesting you. There may be something going on. We've got the 7 of Pentacles here. I think that maybe they are thinking strongly about you.
Or there's an investment, you know, that they sort of, right, which could be that just the investment is their energy is connected to you or is trying to resonate to your energy.
But they seem to be very, what is the word I want to use? That's the Queen, am I right?
No, it's the Knight.
Oh, it's the Knight. Okay. It seems as though they're...
Well, maybe they're being overly forceful. Maybe they're not sure exactly how they should approach this sinking.
Well, or maybe they are trying to push something that could say. I'm wondering here, but, you know, they may not be... It may not be wise what they're trying to do.
Right,
actually.
It's more strident than spiritual. Like maybe it's a little pushy in a way.
You know, you don't want some, you know, Sam may be, I don't want to use the word manipulating, you know, I don't want to use that. But it could be there is something they're trying to manipulate here. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. In other words, they're trying to get your attention through, you know, force rather than just maybe manifesting.
Well, I'm wondering if it's possible.
I know it sounds confusing.
I wonder if it's possible that just because you're feeling something psychic going on or tingling, that is the nature of this energy, that it just sort of feels strident or more unusual. But regardless, the final card is the Wanderer or the Fool reversed.
You know, it's never a good idea to push the envelope, I always say, like when I said with that Knight of Swords. And the Fool reversed indicates it could be a reckless thing to do. You know, in other words, sometimes things have to manifest on their own, you know, and somebody manifesting or attempting it. So in answer to your question, I almost think that maybe, yes, they have been doing it or thinking about doing it, but... it may not be wise. It just may not be wise. I feel... Oh, go ahead.
No, that's all I was going to say, that it's probably the wrong choice for them at this time, or that it may be that you will find that you feel rebuffed by this in some way, that you feel you should negate that somehow it just doesn't work for you.
And let me just say this. I feel here that they feel their intentions are good. You know, they want to achieve something. They want to achieve success here, or, you know, a sense of a security. You know, that there is some security they're manifesting around, you know, you, the idea of manifesting you. So,
does this mean that maybe they're just being immature here?
well, I think, I just say it's reckless for them to try to force things rather than allow them to develop, you know?
Agreed.
And so I think their intentions ultimately, in other words, what I'm just trying to say is there's no evil intent here or anything, but there is this sense of they really have, you know, intentions for you in a way, and they feel empowered to do something about it. But it needs to be channeled more, I feel, constructively than I'm seeing here. It's not totally bad, and I do think, yes, they may be doing something.
All right.
I hope that helped. Those were kind of some interesting cards there.
Hi, Divine.
Hey, Divine, we can get you on. That probably may be it, but we'll see.
All right, you're welcome, Fire Spawn.
No, you can get in, Divine. We're good. We're on Violet Ann. Hey, Violet Ann. How you been doing?
Yeah, we should be able to squeeze you, of course.
Tell me about the next time I spend time with Jeff. Okay. All right.
It's your deck.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Violet.
Oops.
No, we did not skip you, Lady T, Thoko.
You will be right after Violet Ann.
You're after this next reading
Yeah.
we're doing now. But for future reference, we will, spend a minute or two calling the person's name if they don't respond immediately. And after maybe a couple moments, a minute or two, we will move them to the end of the list, possibly.
So hang in there. You will be next. All right. I'm almost ready.
All right.
Let me get that.
Huh.
Okay. Well, we got the Four of Swords upright.
It's going to be a chill time.
It's going to be a push-pull kind of reading.
Oh,
I think
the
it's are you
chariot.
planning a vacation or something to
Whoops.
see each other, a getaway? I'm just asking, because there is the Chariot upright, and then they're all upright cards, the Queen of Swords upright.
All right, so for some reason, I believe we had these two last time, didn't we? Or was it?
No.
different? No, it was something else.
It was something else. with
Okay,
that.
so it's the key and the moon. It was the sun.
No,
it was something else.
it was something else.
Okay,
I can't remember right now.
all right.
Oh, I think I can't remember. Okay. So the Four of Swords upright. That seems like it's almost like a retreat of some sort. Let's see. It's a casual meetup. Okay, interested romantically, but nothing yet. Well, it still seems like there's a little bit going on here. It's almost as if there's kind of a pullback, and yet there's movement. How can this be? And what was my last card again?
Queen of
Queen of
Swords.
Swords upright. Somebody's got to make a decision here, and I don't know if Jeff is about to make a decision maybe, and things are going to start moving. If I looked at this as a progression, which I sort of am leaning at, Violet Ann, I would say, this may be where you are right now, with this, that maybe, you haven't been seeing each other a lot, or nothing's been moving forward. There's been kind of a retreat or a stasis. And the Chariot is here saying, but things are going to start moving. Things are going to start heating up, so to speak, and maybe Jeff is going to make some type of decision of some sort.
Well, I almost feel that you have to be the Queen of Swords, that you have to be the person that decides that maybe you have more of the ability to kind of pull somebody along or to make a suggestion that kind of finds fertile ground. But I'm wondering if first you have to sort of feel out the process of whether or not they would more naturally want to be that person or not. Or maybe the fact is you realize you're dealing with somebody that maybe needs to be pulled out of their unassertive mode. That's where you come in as the Chariot.
And really, looking at these cards, if I even read them the other way, a decision has to be made, in order to move things one way or another. Otherwise, they remain the same.
Yeah, it'll stay the same.
And then if you just started in the middle, you could look at that as saying, movement will occur, but, a decision has to be made as to which way they want to go. Do they want to keep things as they are? Do they want to move things forward? The decision has to be made.
So maybe the Lenormand is what our
Well, the Lenormand is key because there's the keyhole, there's the key. And the moon is interesting, Violet Ann, because the moon in the Lenormand talks about success with romance, It can be job success, but it's also a romantic card. So the key is maybe this is heading towards romance. Maybe a decision will be finally made. And maybe, as Mr. O said, you might have to be the one who finally pushes that envelope to see if this is going to finally move in that direction.
Well, it's almost like maybe you think you have to play it cool, and then you decide, no, you can't. And that, you have to just sort of, be more intent. And then finally it leads, to somebody making the decision to take it forward. But I think I like that lotus floating on the water.
I know, it's
there.
beautiful.
It sort of connotes the romance.
I even like the key in here, too. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Lenormand.
It is a nice Lenormand, indeed. A little bit ambiguous. Some of the cards are a little bit different, but and actually they renamed some of the cards, which I thought was interesting, but I go by the tried and true. At any rate, Violet Ann, I think something might move, I really do. So you're going to have to keep us posted on this one. Good luck with that. When the moon is there, I can't help but think romance is in the air, and the key is that. So how do you get there? You got to make things move. You got to make it move in that direction. Maybe, hopefully, maybe Jeff will be the one who does that.
All right, you're welcome.
Good luck, Violet Ann.
And Lady T. Thoko, you are up. I thought I had another deck here, but I don't see it. Oh, I left it upstairs. It was the Modern Love. I was supposed to bring the Modern Love.
Yeah, it's
down.
going to be your deck, too. How does Sparks feel about me now?
How does Sparks feel about you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, your deck, right?
I know. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon again.
All right.
Uh-huh. Don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters Sunday at 10 a.m. Every Sunday at 10 a.m. We are live in the chat room.
It's a video, but we're live in the chat.
To further illuminate the reading.
And to drink coffee.
And to drink coffee.
And to chat with everybody.
Right. It's the best part.
Because we do like to chat. And we don't always have time on here. All right. Oh.
card 1. It is the Three of Cups, upright. Card 2 is the Page of Pentacles, upright. It almost jumped out.
Okay.
And card 3 is another page, the reversed Page of Wands.
Okay.
For a minute, I thought that was a bread roll thing. It's a snake. Yow. The child?
Yeah.
And the child.
And they call that card the little girl.
The little girl. Aww.
But, you know, so, wow.
What was, Lady
It's
T?
about, what does Sam feel about me now?
Sparks?
Sparks. I don't know why I said Sam. Sparks feels about me now.
Okay.
All right. Well, my first question might be: was there any, was there a third party, involved in a, in this situation between you and Sparks? I'm
What
just
makes you say that?
What?
What makes you say that?
The Three of Cups.
Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering. I mean, it's upright. I want to think the best case scenario here, but I'm just wondering if there was. The other thing is, I think Sparks feels, if that's not even the case, Sparks, what?
There was.
Yeah, I kind of had that feeling. And so you were a party, you were involved in that. And what is that Page of Pentacles here?
You would like to know about the third party. Okay, so it's a Page of Pentacles and a reverse Page of Wands.
Well, I don't know if I see much. Well, I may see something about that in a little bit. I don't know if I see it here with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is upright, correct? So I feel that Sparks may feel just that he holds no, I don't know that they hold any ill will, but I feel like they have moved, they feel like they're slowly moving on another path now. And I feel here, because sometimes the Page of Pentacles could be the beginning of something new and growthful in their lives. So I just get the feeling that they feel they're on a more growthful journey right now. And, it may not have to do with you per se. And what is that again?
It's the Page of Wands reversed.
They just maybe felt that now I don't know how long you were together when this happened, when this third party interjected itself, but the Page of Wands indicates to me that he may be feeling that maybe this relationship just either got off on the wrong foot or wasn't going to be permanent.
Well, I don't think I can really get more into it than you.
We'll add Cara Violet, but that's it.
Hey,
We'll
Cara.
close the list.
Yeah, we can close the list with you, Cara. We were waiting for you.
And so was Sonny. He fell asleep.
And so was Sonny, right? He fell asleep. Where were you? Okay. Okay, so anyway, Lady T, I'm not sure why she feels that they're with the third party, but I guess I could see that. It does sort of feel like
he was
maybe,
having fun. Too much fun.
Ah, okay.
All right, so, but you can go ahead.
Well, I'm sort of like tone deaf here. I'm not really getting a lot from them. The Page of Pentacles does indeed suggest that they felt there was more growth for them somewhere else, or that they felt something was alluring them somewhere else, a person, a situation. The Page of Wands reverse maybe indicating that they felt they weren't getting the right message from you, that maybe they felt they were getting a different message from you. Now, a contrary message. Now, you mentioned you wanted to know about the third party, and so I just quickly looked at the bottom of the card. She hates when I do that. But I pulled the reverse King of Swords, so I'm wondering if it was somebody that maybe is either older or from some more different sense of discipline, either one way or the other. Somebody that is really more of a controlling personality, or somebody that maybe is the exact opposite of that.
I think
Just
the
a
King
thought.
of Swords aggressively pursued, Sparks. I think that's what I feel here. If you are pulling that card, Mr. O, not about what Sparks felt about that person, but who that person is, right?
Right.
I feel they aggressively pursued Sparks, and I feel here that,
The child.
yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with Mr. O a little bit on the age. I know the king oftentimes is a more mature individual, but I was looking at these two to point me in the direction of this third party, and I feel this person might have been younger, or let's just say immature. Maybe they are older, but they're immature, and they had no problem at all being a third party, okay, in breaking up a relationship.
Right, they liked being the other person.
Because this is like, what a snake is. It's not like in traditional oracle cards. This is about shedding your skin and transitioning.
Oh, no.
This is about betrayal. And so
I can't disagree with you here.
Yeah,
that this is
no.
definitely a person who maybe played their time too. Maybe they slowly insinuated themselves in. Maybe they weren't really obvious from the beginning.
So maybe he's the immature one. It could be. But for somebody to get involved in a triangle relationship, that isn't mutual, that shows a level of immaturity to me as well. So I could see that person. It just seems like they were very aggressive, and it was a betrayal, and I feel that here.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not so sure that they're, currently moving towards you at all. I don't think they are.
yeah, that they feel for you right now at all. That's not to say that things won't change, but I feel they're focused, Sparks is focused elsewhere now. Whether it's with this person, if they're still together, or they're on a new path.
Well, and the thing is that it's like that old song by Journey, Well, maybe that person will end up with somebody else and they'll be alone.
That could be.
Like you were.
That's right. That's what we have for you. I hope that helped, and feel free to come back to another show. Ask a different question.
Thanks for coming.
Jeebus in YouTube, I think, is up. Yep. Okay.
All right, Jeebus.
Go ahead and type your
Thanks for
question.
waiting. And you're welcome, Lady T. Thank you.
All right. Kara, I hope you're breathing okay over there. Oh. Oh, wow. That's nice. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
By the way, even if only for a moment, I saw on Twitter we hit 4,900 followers.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So we're gonna probably maybe by our anniversary in August, our start of our 5th year, right?
Indeed. It will be the
Maybe
start of our
we'll
fifth
hit
year.
5,000 at the start of our 5th year. That'll be awesome.
So we want to
Thank you, Violet.
our moderator, Violet, for helping us keep it all under control. Really appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Glad to hear that, Kara. Worried about you there. My eyes were burning me today, and I had a little breathing issues in the morning. So we're getting a bit of it, but it's in waves. Sometimes it's bad, and sometimes it lightens up a little, then it's bad again. Anyway.
And
Last call for Jeebus in YouTube. If you're still here, type your question.
don't forget, Sunday we are on a half an hour earlier, 1:30 to 3:30. And I have a feeling that Jeebus in YouTube didn't stick around.
We're
We need
supposed
that
to
rain.
finally get some rain.
Sunday, maybe?
Maybe Saturday night, but mostly Sunday, Monday, and maybe part of Tuesday. There'll be some rain. Oh my gosh, we're so parched here. It's crazy.
All right, Divine, I guess you're up.
All right, Divine, you.
Okay. Oh dear. Yep, we got it. It's your deck, by the way.
Well, I'm sure there's no doubt your performance will probably be, measured. I'm sure, just the nature of the beast at the workplace. But let's see what we can see how you're going to do with this.
Well, do you want to do your 3 card? Where will it lead to?
No, I don't think so. I think
Alrighty.
it's going to be a straight 3. Yeah, we haven't been doing that one too much lately, but it just depends on the questions.
And of course, I'm going to mention that I'm once again wearing a wonderful creation by Fiber Magic, the cap that I asked her to make, commission for my travels to Chicago in the summer, attending the Parliament of the World's Religions. Just I need a little flash. All right.
Okay. Seven of Swords is reversed. 3 of Wands is reversed. Oh boy. And the 6 of Pentacles is reversed. All right.
In Lenormand, though, we have the clover,
Wow.
but we also have the snake, and the snake would be seen to be influencing the clover since it's the second card.
And I'm not sure that's a bad thing or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it may not be, but
Okay.
because the clover is just such a positive card. But there are some influences that could change that. Let's talk about this a little bit, Divine. I feel as though with the 7 of Swords reversed, I think, they will be looking at you. It's clear that they will be judging your performance. And this doesn't necessarily say it's going to be bad when it's reversed. It's just that they will be looking at it. And maybe at some point, if they feel you need a little bit more learning or if they feel you are doing a good job, you will find out. You will find out. Do you want to... What's that card again?
Okay, well, I was going to say, with the 7 of Swords reversed, I agree with her. I'm wondering if that somebody may feel like they may say this, whether it's true or not, that they feel you could give more, or that they feel you're holding back. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I just feel somebody may feel that way. I don't know if that's the moody, person you mentioned.
But gee, then we have that 6 of Pentacles there, am I right?
At the end, yeah.
Yeah. So that also talks about a little imbalance here, but we'll talk about that. So what did I pull here again? Mr. O, what is that one?
I thought it was the 4 of... I'm sorry, it's the 3 of Wands reversed.
Yes, it's the 3 of Wands reversed. So, you've got a lot going on right now. There's lots of changes. There's learning and stuff that's going to need to take place. And yeah, I think it's going to slow you down a little bit. But not only that, I think it's going to, also just make you, you're going to feel some stress to the point where you're just not sure, of where you stand. I feel that, you might be letting some of your own worries get the better of you here, but, just try to plot out a strategy forward. You've got this new stuff you have to do. You have an X amount of knowledge. Start plotting a strategy as to how you're going to take this on. I think that's really important here.
Right, because otherwise you are feeling like this is throwing a curve of sorts, or this is throwing you in a direction you didn't think you were going in, or this is making you reevaluate some of your structure, your planning. So you might want to consider that. Finally,
And with the 6 of Pentacles reversed, you are going to feel like you're, you're kind of burdened, that
Yeah.
you feel like things are weighing down on you a little bit. In other words, maybe you feel as though sometimes we all feel this way on the job, is that I don't feel like I'm compensated enough to take on this load, or that it's very fair what they're asking me to do.
This may drive you to the point of thinking you should possibly see what else is out there and jump ship certain way, or see how easy moves are in your structure. But I get the feeling like there is a lot of dissatisfaction there, and that may make you want to see where fate could lead you to.
It's funny with the snake and the clover. I can almost see two things here. Is that with the snake and the clover, the snake may be saying, you might be betraying or deceiving yourself. You might be deceiving yourself in thinking that, it's always going to be like that this is your destiny. It's just going to be a big mess now, and I'm never going to be able to pull it together there. And it could just be a matter of self-deception that truly, in time, things are going to work out. And
I like that.
another thing that's similar is that what I'm thinking here is maybe those things that you feel, maybe you're deceived about thinking you can't handle this stuff. And ultimately, timing and luck is on your side. In other words, this will all work itself out in time, but you're going to have to give it time, and you're going to have to give it your best shot. And it's going to be stressful for a while. I see that. And you might be scrutinized a bit, but you know what? You've performed well in the past, so you have to take some stock in that and trust yourself, And
I think that the key reminder then is the Seven of Swords reversed, because I think that card says that they will trust you more than you think, but you might have to be a little bit more honest about some things with them, and maybe it is about needing a family leave or things like that.
Oh, hi, Neelam. We're fine, but we have closed the list. The list is closed now.
We did close our list. I'm
and
sorry.
So we can't take you today. We've got 2 more readings to do, and we're done. So we apologize, but we'll be back on Sunday.
At 1:30.
It'll be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. We had to change the time a little bit. But try to join us then, and come early, and we'll be happy to answer your question. All right. So that's what we have, Divine. I know it's kind of a mixed bag here. Actually, okay, I'm not going to say it's a mixed bag. It's kind of pointing the same way. It's recognizing the cards are picking up on your stress, I think, most definitely here. And what they are also saying is that's going to continue for a little while. But you know what? If you know they're watching you and you'll just try to perform your best, carry on as much as you can, or consider your options if you really don't think this is going to work for you. But ultimately, I feel in time, you will find that some things will start to unravel, and some of the stress and things.
You're right, Divine. And I think the key part to remember, of course, is that some of this won't move as quickly as you want. You may have time to adapt, so you just have to try to work on de-stressing. And you're welcome, and that's what we have for you.
Good luck with that. Hey, Kara, you are up. Yeah.
Kara, I got the Haunted House Tarot tonight.
Ooh, that's scary.
What does Spirit hold for you? And
thank you, Divine.
love and hugs
much.
to you. Give chocolate a kiss for us.
Yes. Aww.
see, my camera space isn't signed right. Okay, so gee, Kara, Spirit says there's a reversed Fool for you. My goodness.
So what does Spirit have? Are we doing my reading this time? We didn't talk about it.
Oh, well.
That would be the one to do it for.
Okay, so there we go.
The reversed Fool?
Right.
Okay.
Shall I do this one now then?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it important? It looks like it's the Empress.
Yeah.
Reversed, yeah. They're in.
Uh-oh.
And then there's a reverse Two of Swords, which is not so bad.
No, that's not so bad. Sorry, it turned
There's
upside
our
down.
key again.
And here's a new one to come up today. It's...
The tree.
No. There's no. The garden.
The garden.
We had the tree earlier.
Stop using decks we can't
Oh.
read.
Well, let's see. All right, Kara. What does Spirit have for you? The Fool reversed. The Spirit
I know, Violet.
is saying, don't do anything reckless or irresponsible right now, Kara. You know that pierogi you want to have? Or, things that might take you off your diet, or, some other things you may want to do. Go out into the New York smog. Don't do it. Spirit is saying right now, is a time where you could take a misstep. So watch your step right now in everything you're doing, and make sure what you're doing makes some sense for you.
If there is, in fact, a new course, a new path that you have started recently or considering starting very soon, this may be saying take another examination. Maybe this isn't the path you want. These are not the droids you want.
Right, and why is this important? Because you have to do what's right for you. Again, you have to take care of you.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know what? Especially, watch yourself with falls and stuff like that. I've been saying that lately. I don't know why when I'm seeing the Fool reversed. So just take care of yourself. And it's important for you to nurture yourself right now with, for example, as Mr. O said, the things that are worthy of you, Spirit is saying. That's why this is important. Make sure that what you want to do next is really worthy of you.
You may have a couple of unfinished projects to do, things around the house that are about beautification. Maybe you're doing something in your room or something out in the garden or whatever it is. You may want to consider focusing those. Maybe Spirit is saying, we're not giving you anything new until you finish other things.
Well, and the other thing is, if Mr. O said, you might be contemplating something new, Spirit is saying that, right now is not a good time because maybe you need more time to think it through. You're kind of blocked right now, and you're going to need a little bit more time to sort it out.
Unintended consequences. And I noticed SP joined us, but as Violet mentions, we are closed. We're actually on our last two readings.
And
celebrity
again,
scammers.
got it, Kara. Yeah, that's so irritating. And so where is it heading? It's heading for you to make a choice or a decision or a move. Hopefully a move in a better direction with you taking care of you. It's really funny you mentioned that, though, about those people you are dealing with. Because we've got the garden here. And sometimes the garden can talk about social media. And that's the key. Maybe, trying to clean up what you're doing there. Trying to eliminate people who are just not positive for you, And the garden is indicating this is a time, too, where you may be socializing more, And that might be the key to... uplifting yourself right now.
Well, I don't want to go backward too much, but when I'm looking at that, sometimes that says like there's a note of caution with moving ahead. And when you talk about that and when you talk about what these things are, maybe this is saying just really watch. There are a number of things that are aimed at you that are probably little, tricks from Spirit saying, we got you, Kara, we got you,
tricks from the social media people.
Or tricks from the social media. But I think that's what Spirit is saying, really, is watch for some of that right now. And that really when This is the naked person. I know you said that, Carrie.
It's the garden.
It's the garden. That maybe there is something waiting for you in social media, but you really have to be discerning. You really have to work on things to understand that.
This could also be socializing in person, going to
Okay.
events and different things as well. I should add that. But I feel here that really, I think the key is to not do anything reckless. So also when you're
Yeah.
cleaning things up, be wise how you do it. Because, if you anger the wrong people out there, sometimes they can do a lot of damage to you, So just be wary, as you navigate some of these difficult things out there.
All right.
And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Kara. See you soon.
And we're on Violet Lotus. What do you got, Violet?
Hi, Violet. You're welcome.
You are welcome, Kara. God, my bangs are growing out again. I don't want to get my hair cut yet. I'll have to deal with it for a while.
Okay, you want to know what's possibly changing for you? Is that a 3-card reading?
Not health-wise, though. Just a minute. Sure it is. From Uncle Alan. Yeah, we could try my 3-card on that. It could come out for this one.
So you pick a deck then.
I shall. All right. Oops.
Whew. I must be tired. Excuse me, everyone.
So we're going to try what change is taking place, why is this important, and where is it leading? And Uncle Alan, what does he have to say about this? I mean, what is his advice? Oh, we got the King of Cups reversed. Well, I kind of like that, and I'll explain why in a minute, because why is it important? We got the Knight of Cups upright.
So the King and the Knight, eh?
And where is this heading? The
That
Queen
is-
of Swords upright.
All right. So along with the Lenormand, there's the naked lady again out in the
Oh, how'd
woods.
that happen?
But there's a stork.
Wow, well, that's talking about change, right? New beginnings.
It is.
So that's kind of interesting, Violet. Okay, so what is the change? We've got the King of Cups reversed here, so I'm going to treat it exactly like that. The change is in your emotional stability. Maybe you're going to start, with this work Uncle Alan is saying on your CPSTD is going to really start transforming your emotional balance to feeling more in control now of your emotions. I feel the opposite when I'm seeing that reversed because of the question. And so that is the change. The change is that. And why am I saying that? Because I see it here. I see it here in the Knight of Cups upright.
Why it's important.
Why is this important? Because balance is essential, and also you need to open your heart again to love, and trust. And trust that when you open your heart, it's not going to be pounded on. I'm going to stop with that before I get to the last
Well, I'm wondering if the King of Cups reversed in this instance says that what comes to you is really the way you can start to resolve and put away that imbalances in emotional feelings, not within yourself so much as caused by the externals that did those things, and that you're basically saying, I can lay these to rest. I can sort of say they have no more power over me, or they have diminishing power over me until they're gone totally.
The trust part is the hardest part, and that's that reversed king here, You may still be dealing with these issues. Uncle Alan knows that. But this is what the change is. This is what the change needs to be about. And I feel here that with the Knight being a card that's shifting and moving, these energies are starting to move now. To what? To definitely being more logical, more analytical, and understanding yourself more. And with that, you are able to transform some of that, the difficult emotions that you are experiencing.
Well, I've always felt that you're very assertive and very capable, but I think this still adds another edge to that Queen of Swords, where it's going to...
Get it?
That Queen of Swords is saying really now is a sense of wisdom that says, I don't have to necessarily destroy things in order to rule over them. And I'm not saying you did that before, but this is saying that anything that Sort of said, I have to clear that away, you can still do that, but you don't have to now. You're sort of achieving a sense of control that you didn't have exactly the same way now. It doesn't bother you. It sort of feels like it can have its own life because you have your own life.
Okay. I like that. And the stork upright, the stork by the garden is what I wanted to say. The stork by the garden indicates to me that there's some new beginning coming to you, out of this, Uncle Alan feels. And again, I feel with the garden here, you are going to be much, I don't want to say more social, but you're going to feel freer, more liberated to explore more around you that maybe some of your CPSTD has been holding you hostage to, This shows you getting out and about, really, and mingling more, whether it's in the greater world out there or whether it's in social media.
Well, it really is a new beginning, and it's a beginning of wherever you want it to be. So it could be any world. It doesn't have to be a real world or a media world. And 20 and 17 are 37, which is 1. So it's kind of like starting over again. It's a Gestalt saying a new beginning.
Yeah, the garden is growth, right? The garden is lush with growth and vibrancy. So basically, if you look at it that way, what this is saying is your work, Uncle Alan is saying, on all of this is progressing to the point where you have more knowledge, more understanding of yourself, and, it's leading to... Oh God, I can't believe I lost my train of thought. It's leading to more a new beginning that will be very growthful for you. It's just, very positive all the way around. So I like it.
All right.
That Uncle Alan. I think, you know what? You always get the positive cards, Violet, if you throw Uncle Alan's name in there. So
That's
now
funny.
if you want to say, well, does Uncle Alan say I'm going to win the lottery? Maybe try that. But he definitely has your back, as you know. So that's
it
what
for
we
our
have
show,
for you.
everybody.
And we are done. And I just want to thank everybody for the great readings today, the great questions you gave us. So I hope we gave you some information you can use. We will be here for a happy hour, don't forget, on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to give you a positive message for the week ahead. And don't forget to see us on Sunday a little bit earlier at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
Take care, everybody. If you're in the smoggy areas, breathe clean air, stay indoors, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.